Shout out to everybody out there on White Street. You already know what it is. Salute to everybody.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to SteveBussaGS. We got another scorecard reaction for y'all, and you already know what it is. Let's get it. Alright, a couple things to talk about before we hop into this. This is our second Shadowboxer track. He was coming off the first one. Phenomenal diss track to MI. I spazzed out throughout. Full disclosure, not only have you guys been asking me to do this one, Shadowboxer himself actually did inbox me, gave me props on a few reactions that he had watched and requested that we cover the song. I tell you that because I'm all about transparency. Hopefully I get an interview with the boss at some point and we know that might come up in conversation. I don't want anyone to be like, oh, you didn't tell me he requested it, you're biased, blah, blah, blah. I don't do none of that, so full disclosure about that. Moving on. Do me a favor, run the gauntlet, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, little bell notification guy. We about to hop into this one. We got Shadowboxer Love. So this is going to go one of two ways. Number one, we're going to have like a pro love song, in which case we'll rock out to it. We're probably not going to feel it too much because I've had my heart broken by about 15 different beautiful Scorpios. So I'm a little jaded when it comes to positive love music. The alternative was we get some darkroom music. We get some darkroom, man scorn type music type shit. Yeah, we're going to be in there. I'll shed a tear with y'all and it'll be all good. I predict it goes one way or the other. Down in the comments, which astrological sign broke your heart the most? I'm looking for my anti-Scorpio gang, down in the comments. Let me know what's really good. But yeah, we about to hop into this one. We got Shadowboxer Love. Y'all asked for it. I don't think we have a video. Nope, no video. Let's go. It's a happy beat. I think we got a happy beat. It sounds hopeful. The beat sounds hopeful.
Following the word of the Lord, he driving a spaceship. I'm driving in a Accord. I see the bumper sticker saying follow forever, cause where you wallow it never get better. Addicted to form, you hear me talking, nigga? Read the scriptures, but don't let it guide you. Follow the flowers.
Okay, hold up. Bring it back. It would appear I'm way off. Hold up, bring it back, bring it back. Y'all might have set me up on this one. Do we got a religion song? Let's see where we go with this. Hold up. I can already see the flame comments, and I promise you, I don't give a fuck. Let's go.
Following the word of the Lord, he driving a spaceship. I'm driving in a Accord. I see the bumper sticker saying follow forever, cause where you wallow it never get better. Addicted to form, you hear me talking, nigga? Read the scriptures, but don't let it guide you.
Alright, we're gonna have to break this one down. I like this. Alright, so we have a religious topic. I don't know if the whole song's gonna be like that. Generally speaking, though, when an artist goes and sets the tone like this, we're probably gonna have a religious conversation here. Full background disclosure, I went to 12 years of Catholic school. There's nothing that will make you not believe in white Jesus like 12 years of Catholic school where you were forced to learn about one thing and under no circumstance would you ever be able to ask a question that differentiates from the promises that they're selling to you. All right. With that being said, since then graduated, put several of my exes through college and took world religion classes. I happen to be well versed in all of the Abrahamic religions. Personally, I tend to follow more like the spiritual path type things like Hinduism. I think a lot of that stuff makes more sense to me. I like the idea of do good for the sake of doing good, not because you're afraid of going to hell or afraid of the consequences. Just don't be a dick because being a dick is being a dick. You know what I'm saying? So that's the full disclosure with that. I think my stance on this, if we're going to go into a religious track for those of you just full transparency purposes, I think you're foolish if you don't add agnostic to whatever it is that you believe. That's the way that I look at things. I think atheism makes just as much sense as any religion out there, and that if you are saying that you know something definitively, whether it exists or doesn't exist, you sound just as foolish. Whereas if you say, hey, I am a Christian agnostic, meaning that I like to follow the Christian ways, but I still reserve a little bit of doubt for the things that aren't tangible, right? I think that makes sense. If you want to be an atheist, you're like, hey, I don't think any of this exists, but I'm also agnostic in that I know that I don't know. I respect that as well. At the end of the day, in the comment section, all I ask is that you respect everybody equally. That's all I can ask for. Speak your opinions. I don't censor nobody. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, show respect to one another. Nobody knows fucking shit when we talk about this topic. Let's get into it. Watch it not even be a religious track now. Just the first couple bars were, but I'm going to want to break this down because I haven't talked about this on the channel yet. Most people, I imagine, would be afraid of losing subscribers and shit like that. Fuck that. We're going to dig in.
Following the word of the Lord, he driving a spaceship. I'm driving in a Accord.
Following the word of the Lord, he's driving a spaceship. I'm driving an Accord. What does that put? Look at the imagery right in your head. Number one, you already know that it's going to go someplace where you're not able to continue to follow, right? You're not going to catch up. You're never going to catch up to a spaceship like you are in a regular car. A lot of the times when you look at religion in general, God, in whatever way you interpret him, is completely out of reach, right? And then he says after this, follow forever, right? It's like the next bar where it says follow forever, in that, yeah, we don't have any answers as to when the forever is going to reach, right? There's belief, obviously, that it's the afterlife, that once we die, we get to meet the Creator, so on and so forth. We don't know when that's going to be, so you basically just follow that belief forever until it either does or does not come to fruition. I have no idea. I know that a lot of the countries in Africa are very religious based, so like I said, I'm expecting to get a lot of pushback from any beliefs other than that on this. All I can ask for, again, is intelligent conversation, so I don't know what perspective he's going to come with. He's saying he's following the Lord, so I'm assuming it's coming from a position of religiousness, but we'll see what we can decipher as we go on.
Following the word of the Lord, he driving a spaceship. I'm driving an Accord. I see the bumper sticker saying follow forever, cause where you wallow it never get better. Addicted to form, you hear me talking, nigga? Read the scriptures, but don't let it guide you. Follow the flowers that bloom deep down inside you.
Let's go! We might be on the same page with this. He said follow the scriptures, but don't let them guide you. Follow the flowers that bloom deep inside you. I may be chopping that up, but that was the gist of it. Follow the scriptures, but don't let them guide you. Religion is not inherently bad. Bad things have come from religion. About all religions, right? Religion in and of itself is meant to give hope. You could argue that it's meant to manipulate masses and stuff like that. But at the base roots of things, it is meant to give hope. As in, if you follow the 10 Commandments, right? Like, I don't think anyone would argue thou shalt not kill is a bad thing, right? Like, yeah, no, you shouldn't kill, you shouldn't steal, you shouldn't cover your neighbor's wife. We've all done it. I've slept with plenty of married women. That's not the point. The point is that follow the scriptures as in understand them, right? But we're not following to a T, right? You look in the Bible, it still says things about being okay to own slaves. It still says things about being able to stone people to death for having a drop of semen touch the earth, like your pull-out game. You're not allowed to do that. Contraceptive is like, so I like the concept that he's going. He's basically saying, like, follow the flower deep inside you. He's saying, like, you are an intelligent human being. You are a beautiful, intelligent human being. You know how to discern right from wrong, right? The scriptures, whatever your scripture may be, will give you a good roadmap, but it's not necessarily something to be followed to a T. If that's where he's going with this, I'm on board, my guy. We have similar views of this. This is beautiful.
Nigga, read the scriptures, but don't let it guide you. Follow the flowers that bloom deep down inside you.
Okay.
The tree of truth got branches. The man seemed to branch off and wrote the Quran and the Bible and any other doctrine of religious discipline that can't.
Let's go! The tree of truth has branches. Alright, so what it's basically saying is the Bible, the Quran, all of that stuff, first of all, is man-written, right? That's branched off, but all based in the same truth. If you go and you study the Abrahamic religions, you will notice that there are more similarities than there are differences between them, right? It's all rooted in trying to do good so that evil doesn't prevail. That's the basic gist of it, right? The way that he puts this is beautiful. The tree of truth has branches. Man branched off, right? He said it better than I just did. But like, man branched off and then wrote both of these alternate religions. Come on, let's go.
Truth got branches. The man seemed to branch off and wrote the Quran and the Bible and any other doctrine of religious discipline to cast you to hell if you opt against listening. Salvation by exclusion. Miss me with dots, me against the old world. Man, I miss me some Pac. Shakur made me identify my core. Jay-Z made me understand there's nothing to explore. Studying his rhyme schemes only led me to a door at a dead end where only his DNA will get let in. So there has to be a path designed just for me, but I understand now what ain't paved yet, cause the architect is dormant, deep inside of me, ready to manifest everything I ain't said yet. So that's to say, fuck the past.
Alright, so now it looks like the whole thing's not going to be religious based. He's basically saying that he's choosing music as his religion. He understands that the path for him is not already written, regardless of what your scriptures and stuff like that. Which, I don't know that that necessarily makes him atheist. I think it may just be an overall metaphor for choosing his own path. I don't think this is probably not going to end up having a definitive religious context, right? I'm sure this is not a call to action to go away from Christianity and follow the Quran, or away from Judaism and follow the Bible. I don't think it's going to be anything like that. But I do like the overarching message so far of choosing your own path. Like, I listened to, I was made clear when listening to these hip-hop artists that what was meant for me isn't already determined. I like that. I'm going to stop pausing this every 14 seconds. I know that gets annoying, but there's substance here to break down. This isn't ass-shaking bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the stuff that's worth deep diving into. I like this. Let's go.
The old world, man, I miss me some Pac. Shakur made me identify my core. Jay-Z made me understand there's nothing to explore. Studying his rhyme schemes only led me to a door at a dead end where only his DNA will get let in. So there has to be a path designed just for me, but I understand now what ain't paved yet, cause the architect is dormant, deep inside of me, ready to manifest everything I ain't said yet. So that's to say, fuck the past, fuck the future, fuck last night, fuck my reincarnation, fuck my past life, cause in this very moment every word I write down represents the fact my whole life is right now. Change do come, but only externally. Worldly growth turned into the hell that was burning me, selfishly partaking in shit only
Alright, he's not giving us time. Like, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for the natural pause to let it breathe, right? He's throwing a lot at you in a short amount of time. And he's not really giving you a chance to process it. That's probably my one critique so far, is like, if you're going to drop something that's heavy in messages, the average hip-hop listener is not going to be able to pick up and dissect anywhere near what it is you're trying to get across in one playthrough when you're throwing that much stuff. I think he would benefit from having some breathing room behind some of these heavier bars. Like, especially, like, realize that everything is right now. Like, I need a second to process what we just talked about, my guy. I got the pause button power here, and even I'm like, hold up. let's take this one step at a time. All right, let's bring it back.
last night, fuck my reincarnation, fuck my past life. Cause in this very moment, every word I write down represents the fact my whole life is right now. Change do come, but only externally. Worldly growth turned into the hell that was burning me. Selfishly partaking in shit, only concerning me. Claiming a superficial character I believe I earned to be. Not damning the hustler that's trying to turn 2 to 3. But the man that care less, I would give from you to me. So everything I give, no matter what it consists of, pray the universe, give it back to me as love. Cause love only...
Alright, so we have him taking a step away from materialism and preaching more, again, along the lines of give me back love. Like, take what I am doing and show me love in return. That was pretty fucking heavy. I want to bring that back one more time because there was something that I wanted to say that I ended up losing by the time we got to it. Which, again, is probably my biggest critique here, is it's not giving me the opportunity to get all of my thoughts out. Let's go.
Growth turned into the hell that was burning me.
So this part, right? Hold up. All right, I gotta bring it back a little bit more.
down represents the fact my whole life is right now. Change do come, but only externally. Worldly growth turned into the hell that was burning me.
So look, he's saying the change that will come, but only externally. And that creates the hell. If you are only worried about changing the clothes that you're wearing, the house that you live in, the car that you're riding, you are still going to create your own hell if you do not focus on putting good back into the world. And that's why he is saying that I would trade that if the universe will, in return, just give me love back. This was fucking deep as shit, and this was dope. Listen to this again. I promise if you listen to this song one time and you didn't bring this back 100 times to break this down bar by bar and shit like that, you are missing so much content. He's packed a lot into a little bit. We're only like a minute and a half into this by the time we're all said and done. We got at least that left, so let's go.
My reincarnation, fuck my past life. Cause in this very moment, every word I write down represents the fact my whole life is right now. Change do come, but only externally. Worldly growth turned into the hell that was burning me. Selfishly partaking in shit, only concerning me. Claiming a superficial character I believe I earned to be. Not damning the hustler that's trying to turn 2 to 3. But the man that care less I would get from you to me. So anything I give, no matter what it consists of, pray the universe give it back to me as love.
Yeah, that's dope as shit. I support the message of the song. It's not often that you have... See, here's the thing. It's not often that you have hip-hop with a dope, positive message, right? The hustling and all that shit that he's talking about, that's the stuff that we tend to glorify. We tend to glorify the diamonds and the rings and the bitches and, oh man, like, even me coming into this, I was hoping... I was selfishly hoping for some dark room type music, you know what I'm saying? That's what sells. That's what people feed off of and shit like that. What he does well, though, is he is a good rapper. His ability to do the multi-syllable matchups, to have the flows, doesn't sound choppy. He's destroying the beat and shit like that. It hides the good message, right? In that, like, if you don't listen, if you just listen and you don't hear it, it just sounds like dope multi-syllable raps because he's not really giving you a chance to sit down and be like, this is corny. He's telling me something positive. But if you take the time to sit down and listen to it, it sounds hard and you got the technical rap that's there, but it also has the positive message broken down into it. I like this.
Cause love, only love makes me invincible, unstoppable, limitless, never finishes, diminishes sins, distinguishes me from senses. This is a glimpse to the entrance, hence this is the essence of what I really am, and that's energy. I don't know no enemy of me. I mean, I don't understand how to be at war with me and me, cause the me to me is you, and you without you defeated me. I don't think you're reading me. Hold up, hear me out. The sin route I walked and still trek it, but I talk to God.
Ooh, that was hard body. So this is a little... a lot of this is going to be spec. A lot of this is my interpretation. Hip-hop is an art form. Art is open for interpretation. What it means to me may not be what he meant it to mean in the beginning of it, and may not be what you take away from it. We're just here to share our opinions. This said something to me that I instantly feel like is a reach. It may not be what he actually meant, but makes sense to me. So there's your disclosure. Bring this back. This was hot.
Sins distinguishes me from senses. This is a glimpse to the entrance, hence this is the essence of what I really am, and that's energy. I don't know no enemy of me. I mean, I don't understand how to be at war with me and me, cause the me to me is you, and you without you defeated me. I don't...
let's go! I'm not really a person, I'm just energy. I don't know how to go to war with me because the me and me... Come on, man. He's basically saying that we're all the same. And by you taking time out of your day to attack me and bring me down is just doing damage to you. We all do better as a community, as a society, as everything when we uplift each other. You in turn create... Like, this is like... pain off of Naruto, right? Like, hate begoats hate. Like, when you put that negative energy out there, all you're gonna do is create more negative energy. You're gonna kill me, my brother's gonna kill you, your father's gonna kill him, and it doesn't end, right? By going and focusing on the negative, you are creating more negative. That's what I took from this. If not, fuck you. That's what I took.
Sins distinguishes me from senses. This is a glimpse to the entrance, hence this is the essence of what I really am, and that's energy. I don't know no enemy of me. I mean, I don't understand how to be at war with me and me, cause the me to me is you, and you without you defeated me. I don't think you're reading me. Hold up, hear me out. The sin route I walked and still trek it, but I talk to God stripped naked, and the cold bore my soul. He already knew, showed me future opportunities. I already blew, but you carry something I only embedded in the few. But what I put inside your heart, you let get into your head, forgetting I'm the only name that's listed in the cred. So if it's up to my fish, you be fishing till you're dead. But that ain't gonna be the outcome. Listen what I said. I froze time to design your mind. Hit rewind, put you in play. You the future. Go give him a sign. If you don't, to me, I hope you know that is a crime. Get that bitch off the phone. Put your life on the line. He said, trust in me. I'm your father. I got full custody. Men lie, women lie, numbers lie. Yeah, numbers. Cause I made MJ from my core. So minus him, there wouldn't have been no Jackson 4. You get the stats galore.
Let's go. Yo. Alright, so now he's given the whole put it all the faith out there. I get it. That was hot. The entire metaphor that was there, that was underlying, was super dope. It took a while to build up, I'm not gonna lie, but it had a good payoff. I think my biggest critique of this is going to be on its replayability. The fact that it's not a good song, right? It's a dope freestyle with a lot of meaning for you and I to unpack in this format. I don't know what the viability is out of there, right? I don't know that this has any commercial viability. I don't know that this has any radio viability. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to be my biggest critiques, is like, who is this really for? What is the point? Is this like a mixtape track? Because it's not meant to go on a playlist, in my opinion. It's meant to be played and dissected. Maybe referenced in future music and shit like that. We'll save that for the scorecard breakdown. But that was dope. I think I bring it back already. Let's go.
Predictions off percentages. As for you entering my kingdom, that's still tentative. Learning how to...
No, bring it back. I need that whole Jackson line again.
Bitch off the phone, put your life on the line. He said, trust in me, I'm your father, I got full custody. Men lie, women lie, numbers lie. Yeah, numbers, cause I made MJ from my core. So minus him, there wouldn't have been no Jackson 4. You get the stats galore, predictions off percentages. As for you entering my kingdom.
Like, you don't understand how dope that is, right? So, like, take that in the context of the entire song, right? In that you are creating your own destiny, right? Like, Michael Jackson was the only reason that there was a Jackson 5, is what he's getting at, right? Like, if you take him out, right, did the other four really matter? They were never coming out with the Jackson 4. So if you're worried about the influences of those who are around you, instead of focusing on your own greatness, then even the greatness that comes with those around you doesn't come to fruition. Like, that was heavy as shit. It took him a while to get there, but that was a fucking bar. Listen to that one more time.
A sign. If you don't, to me, I hope you know that it's a crime. Get that bitch off the phone, put your life on the line. He said, trust in me, I'm your father, I got full custody. Men lie, women lie, numbers lie. Yeah, numbers, cause I made MJ from my core. So minus him, there wouldn't have been no Jackson 4. You get the stats galore, predictions off percentages. As for you entering my kingdom, that's still tentative. Learning how to accept all flesh is one. Cause if it wasn't for mental limitations, we could all mesh as one. One mind, everybody living in the one light. One vein, salute Crips, one blood, one type, one life, no death. The spirit don't disintegrate, it only grows in the people that now have to facilitate. Physically it's cool, but if spiritually you can illustrate. No matter how bad or much you hate a snake, it's still a snake, it still is. It ain't changed. You did, who did? All the damage to you. You did, I did, we did. Believe we can reverse it. Looking.
Alright, so he's taking that. This I felt like it was like a weaker version of what he did earlier with the me and me, you and you, like Bar. He's basically doing the same thing again here. I don't believe this was delivered as well, but he's getting to the point in this track where it becomes very, very abstract, to where you have a 0% chance of understanding this in one playthrough. There's a good chance that even me, where I'm pausing it every 4 seconds and we're breaking it down, I may listen to this again and get entirely different meaning on the third or fourth playback. He's definitely entering the realm of abstract writing towards the end here.
One light, one vein, salute Crips, one blood, one type, one light.
Like, this is just dope. The idea of unity, we are all the same. Like, even if you fucking hate a snake is still alive. Like, it's still, like, it is what it is. Like, it's still life. Like, I get it, and I support that message. The delivery and wordiness of this point here, it did kind of, I don't feel as though it was as impactful as it was when he kind of delivered that same message earlier in the track.
sprint don't disintegrate. It only grows in the people that now have to facilitate. Physically it's cool, but if spiritually you could illustrate. No matter how bad or much you hate a snake, it's still a snake. It still is. It ain't changed. You did. Who did? All the damage to you. You did. I did. We did. Believe we can reverse it. Look into yourself. Look away from the circus.
He's also preaching accountability too. Like, accountability seems to be a really big thing with him, at least in this track, to like owning up to the stuff that you are doing. He doesn't necessarily do it from the first person perspective. So when you're listening to how he's writing this, first person perspective is I. I'm the best, I'm the greatest, I'm the top, I'm this. He doesn't speak a lot in the first person perspective here. He's definitely speaking in kind of like an ethereal matter, like to where it's like everyone as a collective, right? Like, he's not talking about him as an individual. He's trying to get you to then be the subject of the song that he's talking about, right? Like, listen while he's saying you instead of I. Listen to the actual language that's being used.
Cool, but if spiritually you could illustrate. No matter how bad or much you hate a snake, it's still a snake. It still is. It ain't changed. You did. Who did? All the damage to you. You did. I did. We did. Believe we can reverse it. Look into yourself. Look away from the circus. Research it. Fuck mainstream radio circuits. You've mastered the service, but ask what's your purpose. The earth is depending on you. Hope my lyrics pinch you. Leonardo da Vinci. It's time to reinvent you. He sent you to save me. Gave you what he gave me. Can't see it. Already in and still fighting to be it. Enlightenment can free it, but the mind is the worst of all jails. So turn to God when all fails. Look deeper in this all. When you fall in love, fall with your all. And that's God. And that's all.
So I'm gonna correct what I said earlier, in that when I thought he was saying like music is religion. I don't think that's the case at all. I kind of believe that the message here is that like you are God. Like God is us. We are the ones when we're talking about accountability and everything like that. To turn and be true to yourself. I don't know. It's very abstract. I don't want to sound like I'm reaching too much, but listen to this last bit one more time.
Enlightenment can free it, but the mind is the worst of all jails. So turn to God when all fails.
So the mind is the worst of all jails. Turn to God when all... First of all, that's a t-shirt, my guy. Put that on a t-shirt. But listen to how he explains that and digs in the last couple of seconds.
Look deeper in this all. When you fall in love, fall with your all. And that's God. And that's all.
This is good for a conversation piece. What? Let me know down in the comments below. Do you agree with any of my assessment? Do you disagree with parts of it? By no means am I saying I'm perfect at this, but I do think this is a dope conversation to have. I probably shouldn't have went as deep into the religious connotations in the beginning, but it was good for fucking conversation's sake. Let's go to the scorecard. Let's break it down. We small? We small. All right, let's go to the scorecard. We are up in the air. So we start off as new. For those of you who don't know on this channel, in order for me to be a fan of you, you got to catch at least 3 of them. Right now, Shadow Boxer is 2 for 2, my guy. Super deep trap, a lot of stuff to unpack. During the conversation that I had with him, he did say that the reason he wanted me to do this is because of my Jesse Jags got on the mic reaction, which again was more of a deep dive, which leads me to believe that going into this, I was fully prepared with a fresh bang for us to go and do a deep dive. Target audience for this, I do believe I am. I think the target audience for this is definitely going to be more catered to those who are looking to deep dive into the music, who are looking for a message, who are looking to dissect it. This is not an ass-shaped track, you know what I'm saying? Proper setting for this. This is headphone music. What do I mean by that? I mean this is the music that you listen to by yourself to take in, right? This is not necessarily... I'm not putting this on at the fucking party to get shit crunk. This is when I need some soul searching to do. I need some time to sit down and get a new perspective. You know what I'm saying? To troubleshoot shit in my life. Ghostwriter, I don't have anything clever for y'all. Bars or lyrics? This is probably... This is a hard one. This is a hard one to rate. I'm going to give it a 23 out of 25. I think it was a bar fest. He had a lot of stuff in there. A lot of it was abstract. A lot of it is open for interpretation, which I score highly, but you may not. I don't believe this is a universally accessible track. This is not one that is going to get picked up by the average listener as being dope. This is definitely more catered to the more in-depth hip-hop heads. Actually, it's probably even more catered to the niche market of people who enjoy hip-hop and enjoy poetry and enjoy the in-depthness message of a track. So yeah, by niching down, I do think it takes it out of that perfect verse viability. I'm going to give it a 23 out of 25. The delivery, this is where I think the most room for improvement can go. I'm going to give them a 20 out of 25 for best they can do. Nothing trash, solid verse. Because there wasn't anything bad about it. But I feel like this track could have been a lot better if paced out respectfully, right? And here's what I mean by that. He's saying a lot and he's hitting you with a lot in a very fast pace, but he's not giving you any time to process it. This has almost no commercial viability. There's nothing catchy about it. It's not done in a way that's going to get played on the radio, played at a bar, played in a hookah bar, nothing like that. So the delivery doesn't add anything good to it. The delivery is technical and it's dope, but it doesn't benefit the track in anything. If you're going to deliver a track with a deep, meaningful message, in my opinion, you want to deliver that in a manner that is more digestible. This was not a digestible track on one listen, and probably not on 3 listens. This is one you're going to play back quite a few times, which is dope in that it gets you to listen to it, but you also have to be the type of person that's going to want to dig into it more than once on the first listen. I think the delivery was a ball dropped, and I point to, you guys already know, my number one artist is always going to be Joe Budden. Joe Budden is known for dropping 6 to 9 minute tracks and speaking at his own pace and not trying to work. Like, I do feel like, because this was already a 4-minute track, if you want my honest opinion, I feel like there was probably some pressure in his head that as an artist, I don't want to put out a 10-minute track because no one's going to listen to it. So I have all these bars, all these lyrics and everything that I want to say. I'm going to try and fit that in as much as I can to still get my total point across into a time limit that I feel is digestible. I personally feel like that was the biggest mistake on the track. If you would have spaced this out, slowed it down, maybe put a more, like even a bridge, you know what I'm saying? Even a bridge halfway through to where it gives us time to stop and think things through and look back on it. I think you would find that it would be a much more successful commercially track. The beat selection was dope, 15 out of 15. Sound quality mixing, I'll give it a 15 out of 15. I was more I'll be honest with you. I was more focused on the lyrics. I was more focused on the message and the breakdown to where if there was anything mixing-wise that was like a little bit off, I probably dropped the ball on that and didn't pick up on it. Effectiveness, 10 out of 10 for me. For your score may differ for that. I like this type of shit. This is the type of shit that I like to dig into. I think this makes for good content on the channel. There'll be 2 of you idiots who are like, stop pausing every 4 seconds. Shut up. Get out of here, Cupcake. I'm not dealing with you. But it's for those of us who enjoy hip-hop, who enjoy lyricism, who enjoy the ability to have something in-depth to break down. I think that was dope. Enjoyability for me, it's getting an 8 out of 10. I think it's super enjoyable under specific circumstances. Those specific circumstances are that it's not going on a playlist. It's not going on my club mix. It's not going on my gym mix. This is definitely more of an introspective, personal track for you to go and do some soul searching with. So, 91 out of 100. That's my score. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I will catch y'all on the next one. Let's go.